Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another spiritual video. How are you guys doing? If you guys are going through something, I apologize for it firsthand. Hopefully you guys make it all right. Everything comes with time and patience. Miracles do happen, so keep believing, right? Confirmation. Now, we have ancestral guidance. We are going to see what are the ancestrals trying to tell us, right? We're going to go ahead and we're going to dive right into this ancestral deck. And we're going to be reading the verbatim of the cards that are given to us. And we are going to see what messages rely in these decks, right? So, but before we begin that, just want to give you guys an introduction of what that was. Before we begin this, we are going to be pulling a general message for you guys. Spirit, what is the general word of the day? Okay, so your word of the day is acceptance, right? You could be feeling like you have to be accepted by others, or people have to accept. You may have to accept people's decisions on your life, or you feel like people's not accepting you. Acceptance could mean what I'm resonating to tell you guys is ensure you guys are accepting yourselves, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean? As long as you accept the things that you have in your life, the consequences, any actions that come with whatever you do, then by all means, that is your life. You know what I mean? Hope and pray is something positive. You know, a lot of people accept their consequences when they're negative. I pray that it's something positive for you guys' lives, that you've, picked up a book or things like that. Any positive consequence that consequences don't always have to be negative. So the positive consequences or the reactions that come out of your action are the things that I'm most focused on and things that I hold dear to my heart. So ensure that you guys are comfortable accepting yourselves, and ensure that you're not looking for other people to accept you. You know what I mean? They don't have to accept you as long as you accept yourself, right? So we're going to go ahead and throw that back in the pile. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And once again, if you enjoyed this reading, I actually just give a big thumbs up on this video. It really helps a lot. So we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this reading. Spirit, what ancestral messages do you have for us? What ancestral message do you have? So the first one we have is rays. The original all-seeing eye symbol that represented symbol that represents the cosmos and spirit world. So there's this like original all-seeing eye, and this could be like the third eye, right? And that represents the cosmos and the spirit world. A lot of times we say see with your third eye, and that's seeing things that you can't see naked with a naked eye. You ever see like in science class, they'll have like the telescope thing to see germs and stuff? That's like spiritual. The spiritual side is just seeing things that are not right in front of your face. For an example, like a fake friend or a fake family member that acts like they love you, but the whole time, if you look between the lines, they're probably only doing things because they get rewarded for it. Like, for an example, if they hit your phone and they're checking up on you, and then they follow up with a question on, can I get some money type of vibe, that means that it's fake love. It's not really a genuine checking up. It's just hey, how you doing? So I want to just throw that in for you guys in case you guys was wondering what is the thought process around the eye. That's what it represents, the eye. That they try to refer with Illuminati. There's plenty of ways you can swing it, but in a positive aspect, what I would say, when you use your third eye, you're basically seeing things that are not necessarily seen physically, or you know what I mean. You're just kind of reading between the lines a little bit, kind of putting that work in to see it play out, right? So that's going to be your first message. Let's see. Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? Second message I'm resonating with is Pacific Knot, a symbol of forgiveness and reconciliation. A lot of times, Pacific Knot, you know what I mean? A lot of times, we get so tied in like a knot with our feelings towards things, and forgiving isn't about you forgave this person because this person yeah, they, making it seem like I forgave you, so you should feel good. No, you forgive these people and these things in your life because of the fact that until you forgive and let go, you're never gonna really feel free. You know what I mean? You're always gonna have this burden, this weight holding you down because you're always gonna see this person and feel like they should have did this and they should have, and you keep holding on to these should have when you need to focus on, oh, what can I do now? Instead of, because what happens is we tend to make excuses for these shoulds, right? Oh, this person, oh, my mama should have did this and whatever, and yeah, they should have back in the past. Let's move on to the future. That's the only way you're really gonna have closure. If you forgive and you let go. I'm not saying forget. I'm not saying that you should go hang out with these people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying forgive for your sake so that you can let the burdens go. You know what I mean? Because that weight on your shoulder is only going to damage your body. It's only going to put more pressure onto your muscles. Pressure that you shouldn't have to live with. You know what I mean? So forgive, guys. That's a message for you guys. Forgive. Don't forget. I would never say forget because people do nasty stuff. You can never forget. You're not forgiving them. You're forgiving for yourself. You're saying, you know what? I'm not carrying this baggage, this spiritual baggage, this mental baggage. I'm letting it go. It's in the past. It's not going to change now for me thinking or not thinking about it. Either way I look, it's not going to change the situation. It's happened. Move on and continue with your life. You know what I'm saying? But as we go further, it does get harder. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, it's easy. It's not, but it comes with time. Spirit, what other messages do you have for us? Next one I'm resonating with is the earth has weight. This signifies the symbol of providence and the divinity of Mother Earth. It represents the importance of the earth in sustaining life. Take her, you guys, beaches. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times, I went to the beach with my wife the other day, and because it's summertime and stuff, and we were swimming, and we saw trash and stuff. If you guys see any trash on your beaches or your local parks and stuff, if you're not like, I understand if you're like maybe you're like in a deep training stance. I don't want to stop you progressing personally. But if if you're capable, and I'm not saying where you're on the road and you're driving, you're making time and you pull over thought, nah. But if you're capable of doing so and you have the opportunity to pick up a little bit of trash and put into the nearby trash can, I applaud you guys to do so because we have to take care of this earth, right? The Mother Earth is a symbol of where we all come from, where we all sustain at, you know what I'm saying, our home. So make sure you guys take care of the beaches as much as you can. Now, it might not be fully your responsibility as far as finances, pays your bills and things like that, like park workers and things like that, but taking her to the beach and picking up some trash. When we picked up trash and then we went back to swimming, we felt so much better knowing that the ocean life is, it's being protected. Just one piece of straw or one piece of cup or plastic cup will save a turtle, like for real, like, you know what I'm saying? The chances, what are the chances if you think of it? If it's 100%, if you say, oh, well, this cup, 1%, what is it? 1% chance of getting into a turtle's mouth. But then if you think about it and you say, okay, if I see this cup, I'm swimming, I can just reach it and go put it in trash. What is 3 minutes out of your life when it comes on to saving an entire turtle's life, which is what, like, they could live up to like 100 some years, you know what I'm saying? So just think about that concept when it comes on to the Mother Earth and the nature. When you guys are out there walking, think about that, right? Thanks, Spirit, for that message. Spirit, what's the message you got for us? Next one we have is heart. The heart is a universal symbol representing love in all its forms. You guys do have hearts. People I seen like last night a lot of times. This is July 5th now, it should be. Yeah, and last night, unfortunately, there was people that lost their life on July 4th. In fact, and this is all around the world. In fact, just in my area, there was like a stabbing. And you see a lot of times people don't have a heart, or it seems like people don't have a heart, and they're probably trying to cover it up. You have a lot of machineries, a lot of knives and things that, you know, a lot of times people are so spiritually not connected until they get locked up or until they, you know, are on their deathbed. They don't see what we see, what the divine see, and that's why it's very important for you guys to spread these messages. That's why it's very important for you guys to tap into your spiritual side, because a lot of people see them today, they don't have no heart. They're gonna go shoot up clubs, shoot up sceneries, shoot up this, shoot up that, stab this person, kill this person, and it's all about the heart. You know, when you have heart, you have wisdom, you have power, you have glory, you have all these things because it all resides in your heartbeat. Everything absorbs around your heartbeat. Blood flows through your heartbeat. Confirmation. A lot of these things. So it's important you guys to spread love. You might spread love and you might receive hate, right? It comes with it. But don't let that stop you from being you. You know what I mean? Don't let that stop you from giving your all to somebody, or not saying give your all, but not saying when you but when it comes on to like your relationship, right? If you gave your heart away to a girl or whatever, or a guy, right, and this person did you wrong, whatever, you have to start looking at patterns as well. A lot of times we get into relationships and we think that they're supposed to, you know, last or whatever, and then the whole time, you know, if you sat back and you look at all your exes that did you dirty or whatever, a lot of times they have something in common. This person might be staying out later. And those are the common ones. This person might be always on the phone. You know what I'm saying? But then start looking at the characteristics of a different individual. You might have just gotten into a new relationship and you're like, man, Mike is so much better. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably because the person maybe gets up earlier. They don't sleep during the day. All the characteristics that you're looking for in a person, right? You want the person to be motivated. You want the person to do things. You're not going to build a house sitting on the couch. It doesn't work. It's never did. It never will, right? And I'm not talking about people that's financially stable. Like, people get it twisted when I say that. I'm talking about people that come from nothing. You are not going to build a house with nothing, sitting on the couch eating potato chips. It just does not work. It never will. It never would. It never did. It never will. So I just say that to say that. You know what I mean? But continue to have the heart. Like I said, the characteristics of this individual might change. You know what I mean? Or it might be different than your last. And just because you went through that trauma, try your best. Once you realize this person is there for you and only you, try your best not to shine light negatively on this person, because you don't want their heart to change. You know what I'm saying? You wanna make your relationship work as best as you can, right? Thanks, Spirit, for that message. What other message I got for us? So next one I'm resonating with is he who wants to be king. He who wants to be king must first learn to serve. Very important, you guys, for all my entrepreneurs out there, all my bosses, all my run up a bag type of vibe. Listen, you guys gotta learn to develop a working plan. And you know, when you're a boss, you are the biggest worker. You know what I mean? Because now you work more hours and things like that. I'm not discouraging you guys. This is information to encourage you guys to be a boss. A lot of times you guys get into situations where if you're at a job and you're such a great worker, that means you're a boss. That means you're such a great boss because you're reliable, you know, you get things done, you don't procrastinate, all these different things, and that's what makes a boss character. A boss is somebody you can rely on, somebody that, you know, and things like that. But when it says a king is a king when he learned to serve, it just means that if you're going through all these different jobs, all God is doing is putting you through the training course for life. All it's doing is just prepping you to become your own boss, your entrepreneur. And you might even provide jobs for other people. So that could be a wisdom message for you guys. That could be confirmation for you guys to get out there and chase your dreams regardless of the paycheck. Get out there and control your own destiny. Don't allow people to sit there and try to. I remember when I was working, I wasn't even focused on the paycheck, because at the end of the day, when you stop focusing on that, you really unlock your true value. Your value is not based off a paycheck or what people decide to pay you. Your value is how you work, your quality, you know what I'm saying, the quantity of the work that you can get done, as well as the great quality that you can provide. You know what I'm saying? All of these things, you're excellent time maker. So you already learned how to serve. Now it's time to go be a king or a queen. Now it's time to rule. Now it's time to rule your life. You've already gave your life. Your life has already been served to others. It's now time to, you know, rule your life, control your life. You know what I'm saying? It's now time for you to serve yourself. You know what I'm saying? Okay. My readings do be like mixture genre, so expect me to take negativity and turn it into positivity. I'm not just gonna go. I'm not gonna be negative. I'm not gonna be positive. I'm a mixture blend because I believe in both. So that's what you can expect from this channel. If you're asking what is the difference, what is the difference from my channel? That's just me being unique. That's just me. I like to see the good in things, even when it's bad. I try to just, cause we can only go positive. You sit there and you focus too much on this aspect. It ain't gonna help you. So, but anyway, we can focus on certain subjects and we'll just talk about it. That's what this channel is here for, right? God never dies, therefore I cannot die. A symbol of God's unoppressed and the perpetual existence of the human spirit. A spirit doesn't die, you guys. Like when you die, you don't even die. See, your body corpse is no longer like functioning properly, right? That's why people's bodies fail on them. But your spirit doesn't. Your soul releases. It's still there. Like even if you look at like it's just so many things. I don't even want to get deep, scientifically speaking or doctorally speaking. But what I can say is you just never die. And this is the thing. Your spirit is what could die or live. Okay, for an example, if you're playing a game, right, like any sport game, and you win, your spirit feels uplifted, it feels strong, it feels powerful. You lose, your spirit feels down, regretful, whatever, right? There's different feelings for that. So that's why I'm saying like your spirit doesn't die, because if you have feelings, you're a human that has feelings, you have a soul. So when you have this soul, you can encourage the soul to see beyond the limits. That's why you see a lot of these trainers and all of that push themselves way beyond the necessary situations, is because they're training themselves for life. They're not training, like, don't let people trick you. They're not training, and they might not know it, but they are. They're not training to get bigger or to get better. They're training for life. So that's why you see the average millionaire that gets up in the morning early as fucks and gets out there and makes it happen. That is because this person knows that life is going to try to kick their ass. And in order for them to be prepared for life to kick the ass and be ready for life to kick the ass. Imagine, for an example, let me show you guys. Let's say you wake up early, right? And you get things done. You get some bad news, right? Some bad news. You're already up, ready, and alert. You're already like, all right, cool. What to do next? You already have this mindset of, okay, how can I solve this problem? Okay, what I got to do? What's the next step? Because you're already done steps. But imagine if you sleep in. And the first thing you get is a phone call or some bad news. You're going to feel like shit. You're not going to want to do shit. Nothing. So that's why I say it's very important that you guys understand that you have a soul and a spirit that is very attached. So you need to practice these momentums. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, try your best to sway towards that. If you have responsibilities such as kids, make the right and accurate decisions to moving forward with that, right? It's all about planning and time. Time as well. God will put you in a position so that maybe you work less so you can focus more on your dreams. You just never know. You gotta just ask your maker for assistance. A lot of people, they wanna people wanna believe this atheist bullshit. I ain't hearing that. You feel me? I'm not about to sit her around her and not believe in shit. That just doesn't make sense. I have an option. I can either believe or not believe. If I don't believe, rumors say it's just nothing, so I don't gain nothing from not believing. And if I do believe in things, then I have more courage and more responsibility and more of an excuse even to conquer things. So I'd rather believe. That's just me though. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But anyway, we're not here to judge, we're just here to do reading. So let's go ahead and get into it. But y'all gonna get some personality for sure. Spirit, what other message I got for us? Alright, so the next one we have is God's tree or altar. So it says Naya Dua is a scarce spot where rituals are performed. Erected in front of a house or compound, It is crafted from a tree that has been cut from 3 or more branches put together. Um, my screen just like did something. I don't know what it was doing. It must have been God speaking to me. It was like, I don't know what it was doing. But anyway, we're still recording, so no worries. Now, trees. A tree is a very powerful plant. The reason for it is because the roots is grounded into the dirt. And this is going to elaborate. Now, I want you guys to go outside more. Go outside and touch the trees. Recognize what a tree really is. You have the roots, just like a family. You have the roots, the bark, the branches, the leaves, things like that. The roots is embedded into the soil, which keeps the tree from falling, right? It also sucks up the nutrition from the soil and things like that, which applies it through the bark to the leaves and might be fruit on that tree or things like that. Be a tree. You know what I mean? Ground yourself. Be grounded. Now, if you focus, like I said, even in this financial world that they're trying to force everybody on, if you ground yourself to the things that you enjoy doing, you end up spending less finances on other BS things in your life, and you become grounded with yourself, become grounded with the universe. Be a tree, right? Make sure you guys are grounding your roots, practicing these rituals every day. Every day. Why every day? Oh, should I give myself a break? No. Meditate every day. Do a little workout every day. I don't care what is it that you do, but whatever you decide to do to make your life better, do it every single day. And I'm not saying specifically eat the same, do the same, exactly the same specific. No, not like that. But in a way where it's like a ritual. You get up and brush your teeth every day, so why you not out there going for working on your craft every day? I don't even want to say go for a walk, because I know every day you can't really enjoy a go walk, but why you not working on your craft? You know what I'm saying? Why are you not even picking up a pen and notepad and applying some specific time, some amount of time to your craft? That is what I want you guys to do. Apply a certain amount of time to that craft, right? Now, what that does is that keeps you grounded, which keeps you from swaying with the BS in life. The wind is the BS in life. It keeps you from swaying. You keep grounded, right? So become a tree, and if you are a tree, consistently remain a tree, right? Be a tree. All right, Spirit, thank you for that message, Spirit. What other messages do you have for us? All right, so the last one we have, this is a deck of 8, is a leg of hand, right? It says, Aku na ti tayaba, Aku na ti tayaba, na inkan no. The hand tree on the cheeks, the hand treads on her cheeks, but she does not kill them. This is a sign of tolerance, you know what I'm saying? Ensure that you guys are building that tolerance level. Ensure that you guys are remaining tolerant, because there's going to be a lot of BS people trying to get on your nerves, specifically to spark that thing inside of you that makes you blow and explode or whatever, things like that. Having good tolerance takes you a long way in life. Just because somebody says some BS, like, you could be at the movie theaters, right? And yes, defend yourself, but it could be at the movie theaters. It could be like a situation. You got to choose your battles wisely. It could be somebody walks in front of the screen. They're only up there for 3 seconds, walking down. Instead of you yelling at them or causing a scene, you could whatever. Or somebody, you can use some type, like, think about your action. Like, really say, look, even if you see somebody just acting the ass or whatever, really ask yourself, like, look, since this person is doing this, are they doing that specifically so I get out of hand? You know what I mean? Because let me tell you guys something. They have security. They have police. They have all these people here paid taxes. I don't care what y'all tell me. Listen, if there's a police officer right here and this guy's acting an ass and his fucking mouthing off, excuse me, officer, blah, 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 it's not being a snitch, and that's the problem with our society and our community. You think because you're telling an officer to deal with something that you already paid this officer to do, It's coming out of your taxpayers. You pay taxes. You pay tax on everything you buy. This officer is a government worker. Hey, excuse me, blase blase. You feel me? Versus you know, you already know, oh yeah, if I go at him, I'm not going to stop. That's the human nature. You're going to want to kill this guy. So it's best that you just, hey, boom, boom, boom. That way, if he sees that he's still doing it, you have all right to self-defense. But I'm just letting you guys know, use your resources. You know what I'm saying? There's no purpose in you taking, you know what I'm saying, especially if the resources are right there in front of you. Use your resources. Be the smart man. Don't be the tough guy. Like, ain't none of that. Tolerance level is key. Be tolerant. You'll make a long way in life being tolerant and just not accepting BS, but just being tolerant to a point where you can be tolerant with your emotions. Like, all right, cool. That ain't that serious. Now, if it's serious, do what you gotta do. But if it ain't that serious, man, and it's just a little piece of cake and it's just something specifically from the devil to aggravate you and knock you off your position, you gotta think smart. When you're making these moves and you're being spiritual inclined, you think the devil is gonna want you to be like that? No, the devil wants he wants to mess you up. He don't want to see you win. So you gotta look at all these alternative situations that are coming up in your life. Families talking about your friends. You gotta expect that type of vibe when you get up in this spiritual world. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Till next time, I will see you guys in the next video.